Hey everybody, welcome back to Rewind on Next podcast with Matt and Allie.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie. And this week we are continuing with our October Scare Fest with our fourth movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a movie that I personally love. I have seen it before. This was actually my dad's first time watching it, which is really exciting because I think it's the first movie that it's your first time seeing it.
And this podcast, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
so
every movie I've ever seen, believe it or not, was my first time seeing it. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, for this podcast,
this is the first time that I've seen the movie before, and he hasn't. So...
Yeah, I had seen pieces of it, like usually when her and her mom and sister were watching it. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen it in its entirety. I had mentioned earlier in a previous podcast that I didn't think I was going to give a very good grade because what little I did see of it, I wasn't too.
I think that
impressed.
You didn't go into it with an open mind.
I did go into it with an open mind, and believe it or not, the grade is going to be a reflection of that.
That's such a mean thing to say.
You don't even know what my grade's going to be.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's going to be a bad grade, though. I think
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Or no, you go first.
Okay, well, I give this... I mean, it's a little lower than I thought I was going to give it, but it's an A-. I mean, yeah, an A-. That's what I give it, because this has so much nostalgia for me, and I love this movie, and it's so fun. I think it's so, like, weird, and I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I can get behind, like, yes, there's some problems, but I look past it because I have so much love for this movie. Yeah.
Okay. So I honestly thought before I watched it, I'm like, this is definitely going to get a D. Like, this is like going to be bad. I know it's going to be bad. I'm going to hate it. Right after I watched it, I decided, because I did watch it with an open mind, and I did see some positives about it, and I will get into that. I thought I'll give it a C. And then the more I mulled it over, then I thought, you know what? I am actually going to give it a C+.
Whoa.
Well, you know what? I gave Goonies, one of my favorite movies of all time, a B-. That's like right there. So you look at it that way.
You gave Goonies a B-?
I think I did.
No, you didn't.
Did I?
No.
Maybe it was an A-.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, it's okay. It's a pretty terrible movie as far as the script goes. And with the exception of the three main witches, the acting is terrible. Especially the kids are not good. And it's like, what it reminds me of? Because it's just not a coincidence, because it's a Disney movie. The kids acting and the story and the script reminded me of like a cheesy Disney sitcom, like a kids sitcom, like a Nickelodeon show or like a Disney show. Like That's So Raven, like it's like That's So Hocus Pocus. Like that's what it reminded me of. Like just terrible acting, terrible dialogue. But I will say the three leads were all excellent. They were very, very good. If it wasn't for them, this would be like a friggin' F. I mean, like it was pretty bad. But like they were really good though. They're very good. They're all very talented. I'm not even a big Bette Midler fan. I could take her or leave her for sure. But in this, she definitely shines.
I love the witches, and the kids are not that bad. They're not that bad.
The older girl,
Allison is great.
The older girl is fine. She's fine. You could tell, like, all right, this girl's gonna be probably a decent actress. The main kid though, Max is terrible, and his little sister, although she was very good in American Beauty when she's like a teenager, and this she's pretty bad too. Sorry,
she's a kid.
I know, but there's some kids who are really good actors, but this wasn't it. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean. I mean, she's not a kid anymore. Now she's like probably almost as old as I am. Although this, not really, because I was 19 when this came out. That's why I never saw it, because 19-year-old boy did not want to watch Hocus Pocus.
Whatever.
Anyway, it's a C+. It's definitely better than I expected.
It's an A-.
And listen, Bette Midler is good. Kathy Najimy, is that her name? The dark-haired one?
No, I don't know her name. I only
know. Yeah, Kathy Najimy. And her and Sarah Jessica Parker are excellent. Yeah. They're really, really funny.
No, the witches are hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think they make up for...
They do. No, like I said, they elevated the movie. Their performances truly elevated, but would otherwise be a pretty bad movie.
And I think this movie is so iconic, such a staple for Halloween, and just like the month of October. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it.
And so much so that her and her sister, my daughter Eva, and her mother 3 years ago on Halloween, they did dress up as the Sanderson sisters, and it was great costumes.
I'll put a picture.
They looked amazing.
Oh yeah.
So
obviously, I was Sarah Jessica Parker.
Of course, and your little sister was the boss, because she kind of is
the boss.
She's the boss. Yeah, that's how it rolls in this house. Eva kind of rules the roost, something like that.
That I never know your phrases. You always come up with these random phrases that nobody's heard of.
Because usually they're not even correct. Like I like mix things up.
Like the cultural zeitgeist, like what? What are you talking about?
Cultural geizite. And I knew it was wrong though. I'm like, that doesn't feel right. Zeitgeist. Okay, zeitgeist. I knew the meaning. I got the meaning of it right, but like I knew I was messing it up. But like, oh well.
Yeah. Okay, let's do casting call.
Oh, we gotta show the preview for it, or the trailer.
We don't have to announce it.
But we're gonna. Here's the trailer.
Back in 1693, the people of Salem, Massachusetts,
witches,
thought they got rid of the Sanderson sisters for good.
We shall be back.
300 years later, it's Halloween Eve, and they're back.
We're home.
Are you broads a little old to be trick-or-treating?
We're talking about 3 ancient hags versus the 20th century. How bad can it be?
Now they're digging up old friends and running amok. Looking for the one thing they miss most.
Who stay for supper?
I'm not hungry.
But we are.
Only one boy has the power to stop them.
Prepare to die again!
You have no powers here, you fool!
Before all Salem falls under their spell.
Hello, you!
Walt Disney Pictures presents Bette Midler.
Hello.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Would thou dance with me?
And Kathy Najimy. Hocus Pocus.
Into the night!
They love to fly. And it shows.
Good night. Sleep tight. No screaming.
All right, so that was the trailer for Hocus Pocus, and now we're going to do our casting call.
Yeah.
So, we're going to start with Bette Midler. She is the biggest star of this movie, and she does carry it pretty well.
I think she is an amazing lead. She was perfect for Winnie. She fits the character so much. I think she's so funny. She's so funny. I haven't seen her in a lot of other stuff, but I guess we'll cover that now.
So she's been working since the 60s actually, but she was uncredited in pretty much everything except for until the 70s. So in 1971 she did something called The Thorn. I'm going to skip over most of the stuff that I don't know.
Just stuff that people know.
I'm just going to start with the stuff I do know, which is from 1986, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, Ruthless People, Outrageous Fortune, those 3 big ones in a row, and then Big Business also. All those I've seen. And then she did Beaches in 1988. And that was a big one for her. I actually saw that in the theaters on a date. Not my choice, obviously. It's a real heartbreaker. It's like a sad, sad movie. And but admittedly, it's a good movie. I never want to see it again and haven't since, but it was a good movie.
Like a drama? Sorry.
It's a total drama. It's a real tearjerker. But it's good, and she's good in it. I can't poo-hoo it, And then Scenes from a Mall. Oh, For the Boys was a big one for her. It was a big hit movie for her. Never saw it. Hocus Pocus, 1993. And then since then, she was at just a quick cameo in Get Shorty, which was a great movie. She was in The First Wives Club, which I think was a pretty memorable performance. I think she did that with the great Goldie Hawn and Diane Keaton. And one of my friends, one of my nurse friends, she just played a Instagram reel with the three of them singing all together from that movie. And it was because Diane Keaton died.
Oh.
And so it was like in memory of her. And I don't know if anyone else got it, but I immediately commented on it. Rest in peace, Diane. You're the greatest, because I'm pretty sure that's why she was playing it. But anyway, so I think we're gonna stop there.
Yeah. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know her for much.
Yeah, and again, she's not my favorite. And as far as my favorite of this movie and my absolute MVP, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Great.
I 100% agree. Not 100. She is the MVP. Yeah, she's the MVP. I usually don't like picking the lead as the MVP because like everybody loves the lead, but Bette Midler is really great. But I think Sarah Jessica Parker is so funny.
Yeah, she is. She's pretty great.
But I feel like most people know her from what, Sex and the City?
Yeah, and I think I've seen one episode of that show, and
I haven't seen any.
That was enough for me. It's just not my kind of thing.
Well, it's kind of like a girls' show.
It is absolutely a girl show, and that's why.
Does she have a filmography or no?
Yeah, but we have enough right here, and so she had a small role in Footloose. She was in Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Watch that. Footloose.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never seen it. So.
It's definitely part of the cultural zeitgeist. No. Okay. All right. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. She was a Flight of the Navigator. LA Story. She's pretty good in that with Steve Martin. She was in a great movie with Nicolas Cage. Well, maybe not great, but a good movie called Honeymoon in Vegas. And then, of course, Hocus Pocus. She's been in Striking Distance, Ed Wood, Miami Rhapsody. So she's Mars Attacks, The First Wives Club. She's still working today. She's doing more Sex and the City stuff. That's her big thing. I will say that I'm not only making her my MVP.
Why'd you put the phone down?
Oh, yeah.
More people to...
I don't know. She's not just my MVP because she was easy on the eyes either, and she is easy on the eyes in this movie. She's quite attractive.
She's so...
She was in her prime, and they did her a makeup role. She's supposed to be the pretty one, and mission accomplished. She was the pretty one, but she's also the funny one, and she's the dumb one, and she plays it really. Well, they're all dumb. One thing I want to say about this movie is I appreciate how dumb they made them, and I'll tell you why. Because these witches, they says it in the beginning, they have sold their soul to Satan to become witches, okay? And if you have sold your soul to Satan, you've got to be pretty dumb. So, you're going to choose eternity and paradise, or you're going to pick the other guy who's offering damnation and hellfire for eternity, and they chose him for a little bit of magic while here on earth. That's pretty dumb. So I love that the movie does portray them as very, very stupid. They're idiotic throughout the whole thing, and that is why they're funny. They're not intentionally funny. Yeah. They're funny because they're just so stupid. And I have to just say, to make that choice is pretty dumb. It's like choosing, to go on your honeymoon to Beirut instead of Hawaii, or taking the family vacation in, Afghanistan instead of Disney World.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Disney World's a bad example.
The long lines.
Yeah, they're kind of hell. So,
yeah. The first thing, we have Kathy Najimy. She's the third witch.
Terrific. She's great in this. I love her facial expressions. Do you?
Yeah.
Right?
She's so good. First thing I know her from is from Sister Act, because my mom and I love this movie.
Only thing I know her from.
Really?
Yeah.
She did some stuff she started in the 90s, and then right after Sister Act, she did Hocus Pocus, Sister Act 2, and a couple other things. She did some voice roles. None of this stuff I know. That she did the Jungle Book. She was a voice. The Wedding Planner, she was in that.
Okay.
Wall-E, I guess she was a voice.
I didn't see that.
Tinkerbell, she did the voice.
All right.
Nothing else.
Yeah, she's a work. Yeah, I only know her from Sister Act.
And she was in Hocus Pocus too.
Of
Yeah.
course, of course. She's cute in Sister Act. That's not one of my favorite movies. That's another one I think I just saw once, and that was enough for me.
I didn't even know you saw it.
Yeah, and listen, I like Whoopi. She's, especially in the 80s, Whoopi was very funny, and Sister Act is not a bad movie. It's definitely a chick flick, though, and it's not really, my cup of tea.
It's a great movie.
It's a lot of singing and all that, and that's
Yeah.
not my thing. But again, saw it once, very good. Cute movie, mission accomplished.
Do you want to go over the kids or no?
I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was a very short casting call.
Yeah, the little girl is an American Beauty. She's the teenage daughter. I know her from that. The older girl, I know she was like a model, and she also did some more acting
Yeah, she's really pretty.
afterwards. I don't think Max did anything after this. Nothing of note,
Well,
at least. And
guess
it's pretty clear
Your
why.
opinion was right on his acting
he's
because I
not-
guess no one else liked
He's
it.
not good. So anyway, sorry, Max, if you're watching, or whatever your name
Well,
is. The
I
actor.
love you in this movie.
Okay, that's fair.
Just because I love the movie.
Yeah.
So I'll start out with the
Yeah.
what do you
yeah.
call it?
The synopsis.
Synopsis.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So on October 31st,
Get my
in
notes.
1693, in Salem, Massachusetts, Thackeray Binks discovers that his younger sister Emily has been kidnapped by 3 witches: Winifred, Mary, and Sarah Sanderson. Binks confronts the Sanderson sisters at their cottage, but not in time to save Emily, whose life force they have drained to keep themselves young.
This was a little harsh.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't portrayed super dark, but when you really think about it and you like kind of see them like,
Well, they kill a little girl.
well, yeah,
That's
but
pretty dark.
it's like it's not done in a way that's like
Well, they're not like murdering her with
it's
a
not
knife.
a violent
No,
kill,
it's
which
not.
makes
but,
it seem less like
Yeah.
you don't think about it so much and like
Yeah.
they
but,
killed her.
Yeah, they definitely killed the little
Yeah.
girl. That's pretty rough. Yeah, they pull her soul out of her
But
body.
I love the way you automatically know like these people are sisters, because they're bickering and everything, and I just love like the way that they interact because it's so funny. So like these are witches, but they're just like sisters that are like fighting and like it's very funny.
But they're evil sisters, so that it sets it up right off the bat. They just killed a little girl. They're evil.
Yeah.
These aren't heroines. These aren't anti-heroes like some people want to make the villains to be anti-heroes. No. They're straight up the villains
yeah,
of
and they're
this
supposed
movie.
to be.
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate that because that's what they are.
Yeah. The witches punish Binks for interfering by turning him into an immortal black cat, so he must live forever with his guilt. Binks' friend Elijah rallies the town folks to arrest the Sandersons, and they are condemned to death. But Winnie casts a curse during the hanging, claiming that a virgin will light the black flame candle in the cottage on a day when the full moon and All Hallows Eve coincide.
I didn't even catch that.
That was like the whole thing.
Well, I know that's how they came back to life.
Like
but
you can see her hanging, and she goes like book, and like the book opens, and she like reads that, and she's like on All Hallows Eve or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry.
And like she's like a virgin will light the black lit candle, whatever. And that's how they'll come back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Binks decides to try to thwart the witch's plans. So for these like 300 years, he's like been like guarding their like cottage or whatever to make sure nobody lights the black flame candle.
Yeah.
And 3 centuries later, Max Dennison, who has recently moved from Salem from LA, reluctantly takes his younger sister Danny out trick-or-treating. So there's like a small scene where they're like in school. Max is in school. And I just thought it was really bold. Like he
is bold.
I think it was like really like cool. He just like asked out Allison, like even he didn't really care that he like got embarrassed or whatever. Like I don't know. He just like
I like his character.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's a good actor.
No, yeah, but like
yeah, no, I like
she
this
kind
character.
of like showed him up in class, and he like didn't even care. He asked her out anyways.
Yeah,
that was
for sure.
Pretty cool.
But I will say this: the young man who played Max, he's definitely not as bad of an actor as the 2 bullies.
They're so unfunny.
So bad.
Oh my gosh. So I also wanted to say, Max is like riding home, and I don't know why he has to go through a graveyard to get home. I feel like, what was that detour for? Like, I don't think he had
so
to.
So he could run into the bullies?
Well, yeah, obviously, but like, why did you go through the graveyard? But the bullies were so bad.
Maybe it was just a shortcut to his house.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the bullies are pretty terrible. There was like walk and talking stereotypes. It was really rough.
So bad.
Yeah. And I will say this, another positive about the movie. I thought the special effects with the cat was really good. I thought it was
I thought so too.
very good CGI on that cat's face, especially for 1993. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty new technology back then, and this is not exactly a big budget movie like Jurassic Park. So yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought like the witches flying was like good.
Wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
And again, another positive, very funny when they get their broomstick stolen.
Yeah.
And then they have to raid the cupboard, and the Bette Midler gets like a regular broom, and then Jessica Parker's riding a mop. And then even funnier still is Kathy Najimy's character
she
riding a vacuum cleaner.
Poor girl.
Yeah, very funny.
But anyway, so Max has to take Danny out trick-or-treating, and they end up meeting Allison, which is the girl he has a crush on.
Yeah.
And Max, Danny, and Allison decide they're going to go visit the Sanderson cottage because Max doesn't believe in Halloween. He doesn't like it. And he's like, all right, convince me, the Sanderson sisters are real. Let me see. So they go to visit the abandoned museum. And this is where Max resurrects the witches because he lights the black flame candle.
Yeah, at first I didn't realize that the house had been turned into a museum. So I remember like making a note saying, why would the Sanderson house remain untouched after 300 years with the spell book and candle just still sitting there? But I didn't realize it was
a museum, but I guess they like shut it down.
Yeah,
but
then I thought, well, where did he get? Why is there a bunch of Zippos sitting? And I'm like, no, this got to be a museum or something. And
it was. Yeah. Do you want to read?
No, you're doing great.
Okay. So the witches attempt to suck out Danny's soul, but Max intervenes. Then Binks, the cat, now cat, arrives, and he reveals that he can talk. So they follow Binks' instructions, and Max steals Winnie's spellbook, and the children flee to a cemetery because it's hollow ground and the witches cannot step into it. From a distance, Winnie raises her former fiancé, Billy Butcherson, from his grave and sends him after the children, forcing them to leave the cemetery. Because, I thought it was pretty, smart. They're, they can't step on the hollow ground, but, they can fly over it.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I loved the character of Billy. I thought it was so funny how, he was, dating Winnie, and then, she killed him because, he was flirting with Sarah, and,
yeah.
She killed him, and then she tied his mouth shut so he couldn't even talk in the dead, and it was so funny.
It's in the trivia, but they the thread in his mouth is the Roman numeral for 13.
Oh really?
Yeah, I guess it was like an X111. Yeah.
Wow, because 13 is a creepy number.
Yeah, 13 is a curse number or whatever. It's the 13th floor of hotels and all that.
I talked about this during Ghostbusters.
Yes,
what a missed opportunity!
You're so smart. It really was, and that's why you should be writing movies a little later in life, maybe.
Spielberg hit me up. Anyways, so Winnie also reveals to her.
I think he watches this actually.
You think so?
Probably.
Definitely.
Yeah, ever since we did Indiana Jones, Goonies,
and then
Jaws,
Jurassic Park.
Come on. Yeah,
he's a big fan.
I think his people told
him. His people call our people.
Yeah. He's a fan.
Winnie reveals to her sisters that unless they can suck the life out of at least one child, then the three of them will turn to dust when the sun rises. So as Billy is chasing them, Max, Danny, and Allison are running away, and they hurry to a Halloween party. Now, I have a lot to say about this. Okay. Because what kind of parents force their teenager to take their kid out trick-or-treating so they can go to a party? I think that's so ridiculous.
I have the answer. Bad ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrible parents.
Yeah. And the parents were played by, I don't remember the actress's name, but he was Charles Rocket, and he was on Saturday Night Live back in the early 80s. He was also in Dances with Wolves. He had a small part in that. So since we didn't do his casting call, I just figured I'd throw that in there.
Oh, I also made a note, but I guess, sure, you said, Danny's, not a good actor, the little girl. But I think she's so funny when she's, embarrassing Max in front of Allison.
She's not terrible. Just the one part when she has to cry is pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
It was. Everything else, she was fine.
Yeah, but I think she's really funny. And, her script when she's, embarrassing her older brother.
Yeah, she does a good enough job. Just that one part where she's, doing the crying scene. It was oh. That's pretty rough. But again, she blossomed into a pretty decent actress. She's very good in American Beauty.
Yeah. And I love, this is such a small detail, but I love the witches when they like walk together. They kind of do like, they like link arms and they just like have this such a funny walk, and it's such a cute detail. I love it.
They're really funny. Like I said, they are the reason this is a C+ and not a straight D or D-. Like that's in my opinion. They make the movie. If they had actually just cast those three ladies and got a better writer and some better child actors, like I think it would have been a much better and more popular movie. I think this became like a cult classic. It wasn't like a big hit when it came out.
Really? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people know this movie and love this movie nowadays.
Well, yeah, it's a cult classic. That's what I said. It gained popularity over the years.
Yeah. So at this party, Max tries to warn his parents and the other adults of the danger, but the witches take the stage and use a performance of "I Put a Spell on You" to enchant the partying adults to dance until they die. I love this scene. It's so fun when the witches are dancing. Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun to like see them, like you know, you don't even see them as like, they're villains, but they're like fun and like weird.
They listen, Bette Midler, you know, she's a singer performer that's like, she started off in like, you know, New York City and the Greenwich Village doing like, you know, a lot of theater and that kind of stuff, and like that's her shtick. So they had to give her some kind of a platform to sing, I'm sure, and you know, that's to do your thing, Bette, you know, and
so good.
Yeah, so
fun.
And it's fine. It's fine for what this movie is. That was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she enchants the parents, then Binks and the kids lure the witches into the local high school's pottery kiln. Now this part, I don't...
I had a big problem with this.
I don't love it.
I think it was great. Like, oh, how smart.
Yeah, to like burn them alive, sure.
And which they do.
Temporarily disintegrate, but the curse revives them.
Yeah.
Now, like, I guess because like they can't die unless like...
I feel like they were making stuff up as they were going. They're like, wait, what are we gonna do? Well, we got like another 40 minutes of this movie. We can't just kill them now. Well, because of the curse, they can't die. Oh yeah.
No, they can't die until sunrise. That's like what it was.
Did they say that in the beginning, that they couldn't die until sunrise?
That's what Winifred said. Like when she was over the graveyard, she's like,
she said, "We're gonna die at sunrise if we don't do whatever it is they had to do."
Not, like, they can't be killed.
But they didn't say they couldn't be killed. That's what I'm saying. I felt like they should have at least explained that earlier.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. But I don't think it was like a far stretch. Like I don't think it was like a.
Yeah, you know, it's like you're just basically. It's like it's magic. Just accept it.
I don't even think it was that bad. I think it kind of made sense. Like this is a curse that's gonna keep them alive for one night, and if they don't complete this activity, then they die. But there shouldn't be like something to kill them before. You know, they should have like
so there's no way to kill them at all until sunrise. I don't know. It just felt there was just not enough explanation. It felt like there was just, you know. Anyway.
Whatever, you're ruining this for me.
Sorry.
So the kids think that they killed the witches, and when they don't realize that they've survived, Max and Allison open the spellbook, hoping to reverse the curse on Binks. This action allows the witches to find the children, abduct Binks and Danny, and retrieve the spellbook. So now they're screwed. They're like, dang, they got Danny, Binks, and the spellbook. Sarah uses her singing to lure all of Salem's children to the Sanderson cottage. However, Max and Allison rescue Danny and Binks by briefly tricking the witches into believing that the sun has risen an hour early. I guess it's like daylight savings, something like that. I don't know, kind of stupid.
I feel like the formula for this movie was like, what do you get when you take a cheesy TV movie, Halloween special, and then make 3 talented Hollywood actresses the stars of this piece of dung? Hocus Pocus, that's what you get. That's what you get. You know, like, you got 3 great stars. They did a great job, but you put them in a crappy movie. That's basically.
You're so annoying. You're so mean. This is such a good movie.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be honest. Right?
I can't believe you think Jaws is better than this.
Oh, yeah. And I'm alone, I'm sure of that. Seriously? Did you really just say Hocus Pocus is better than Jaws?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, child. How are you my spawn? All right.
Well, I gave Jaws like what did I give it?
B-, but you were gonna give it a C+ when you first came out of the theater. Yeah. All right.
All right. Back at the cemetery, Billy catches up to the children, cuts open his stitched mouth with Max's knife, and reveals that he hates Winifred and is on their side. The witches snatch Danny back after attacking the children from the air, and Winifred attempts to use her last vial of potion to suck out Danny's life force. Binks attacks Winifred to make her drop the potion, resulting in her throwing him to the ground and mortally wounding him. Max catches and drinks the potion to save Danny.
Oh, I wanted to throw this out there because I don't think you even mentioned it in the synopsis there. And I did want to...
I'm just reading it. Bless you.
Thank you. So I did like that the whole fish out of water stuff was pretty funny with the three witches. And like I said, they were great. I love the...
What does that mean?
Fish out of water. Like, you know, they're stranger in a strange land. You never heard that term, fish out of water or stranger in a strange land?
Can you just like tell me like
they're from 300 years ago, but then they get thrown into the modern society and like
okay.
so like all these modern things they don't know what they are
Yeah,
and all this
yeah.
stuff. So like
Oh,
like when they go to the house and they think the guy dressed like a cheesy
that's
like
such
a
a funny
like
part.
a
Why
cheesy
wasn't it in the
devil is
synopsis?
actually Satan.
Why
And
wasn't it in that synopsis?
And I want to say that was
funny.
such a fun cameo with the great and late Gary and Penny Marshall, brother and sister, who are playing husband and wife in the movie.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, they're brilliant. She's mostly well known for Laverne and Shirley. She was Laverne on the hit TV series Laverne and Shirley, but she was also a brilliant movie director. She directed the ladies playing baseball movie, A League of Their Own. She directed a bunch of good stuff, and he's great too. They're
really funny.
He was a big time movie producer, and I'm pretty sure that my sister-in-law Jen, her younger brother,
met him.
What's that?
Met him.
Worked for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he became a producer himself. Yeah, but he started off as Gary Marshall's, I guess, like assistant or you know, and then became a producer. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And so yeah, he did a lot of great movies. He did one of your favorite movies. I think he produced what do you call it? The Princess Diaries.
Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Love
I'm almost certain.
that movie.
Now I'm going to know if I'm right about that. Because if... Okay. Go ahead and keep going with that.
Track.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, that's a really funny scene with the devil costume guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally Gary Marshall. He did Pretty Woman. He did The Princess Diaries. Yeah, he's very, very famous producer, and his sister is a very famous actress and director, and they're both very talented, and they have a lovely cameo in this movie. They're very funny.
Your mic is on. I wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at my awesome Lord of the Rings shirt.
No.
Oh, all right.
You didn't buy a shirt for this podcast.
I did. I agree with you. I thought it was now you didn't say this part, but I thought it was absurd just how stupid all the parents and other adults in this party were. Yeah, the parents were just dumb and had the witches survive the furnace. I think I mentioned that. I did like the flying the vacuum, very funny.
Yeah.
And so when they do whatever it is they do, and all the kids are like coming to the house, right? This is supposed to be like 5 a.m. at this point. Why are half these kids still in their Halloween costume? They should all be in pajamas at this point. They're like little kids. That was kind of dumb. And I will say this. I did not like the fact that when Max went in to save his sister and fooled the sisters that the sunrise was coming with the car lights, he left the two bullies sitting in the cages. Like, what a terrible example to set. Like, this is supposed to be a kid's movie. And really, like, you're basically saying, well, they were mean to him and stole his shoes, so he's just going to steal his shoes back and leave the kids in the cages to die. Really? That's where you're going to go with this. This is your hero of the movie, Max. He leaves the two bullies to die. That's terrible. What? I mean, yeah, I like that he drank the potion to save his little sister, so he sacrificed himself for her. But like, it's basically saying,
yeah,
it's
you're
just,
right. I don't want to agree with you.
It's like teaching kids to you don't even have to be a Christian. It says love your enemies. So just to know that this is a terrible example to set. Like, I mean, have a little forgiveness, and like you don't even have to you don't have to be their friends, but you can at least unlock their cages so they don't die a horrible death from witches. I hated that. I was so mad about that. Anyway, sorry. Not a good example.
Well, at least Max saves Danny.
He does save Danny.
He takes the potion and he drinks it. And when Winnie takes Max on her broomstick to suck out his life, and the two of them fight in the air on the broomstick. The rest of the party fend off Mary and Sarah while Max and Winifred fall off the broom into the hallowed ground of the cemetery, causing Winifred to turn to stone. The sun rises, turning Mary and Sarah into dust, with Winifred's stone body also exploding into dust shortly after. With the witches vanquished?
Defeated.
Oh, okay. Billy gratefully returns to his grave and passes away. Danny discovers the body of Binks and begins to weep, but his spirit, now free and returned to human form due to the curse being broken, thanks the children. Emily's spirit then appears to escort her brother into the afterlife.
That was nice. It was nice to show that her spirit still lived on, and she was there to wait. Waiting
finally,
for
her brother was able to come. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not getting sick. It's like allergies. I'm allergic to terrible movies. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You're so cringy. You're so stupid.
That's why.
You're so annoying.
That's why our nicknames are Cringe and Sigh. I say something cringy, and you. It should be called Rewind Gen X Podcast with Cringe and Sigh. That'd be more appropriate. Okay. So we are going to go to the fun facts. Okay. So Sarah Jessica Parker has said that she found being in the flying broom harness so comfortable that instead of being lowered back to the ground during the extended downtime between certain takes, she would stash a copy of the New York Times on her person to read while remaining suspended in the air. Sarah Jessica Parker plays a witch who was executed during the Salem witch trials. This is interesting. While researching her family history for the show Who Do You Think You Are in 2004, Parker was shocked to discover that her 10th great-grandmother, Esther Elwell, was arrested in Salem, Massachusetts in the late 1600s for committing sundry acts of witchcraft and choking a neighbor to death. Esther's case never went to trial or court. She escaped with her life, and the accusations ended the Salem witch trials. Parker said, "It has changed everything about who I thought I was." The little devil dog at the Penny Marshall, Gary Marshall's house. That's actually that's actually Kathy Najimy's dog in real life. Yeah, want to read that?
Yeah,
this is interesting.
The role of Max Dennison was originally offered to Leonardo DiCaprio. He turned it down to appear in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
And that's why he's still a movie star.
What a better movie this would have been.
Yeah, well, I agree with you there. It definitely would have been a better movie with a good actor. But I can see why you turned it down for What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where he was actually nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for playing a mentally challenged young man. Yeah, it's him and Johnny Depp, and he played Johnny Depp's mentally challenged.
I'd rather play that too, but...
Oh, he's great in it. He's brilliant, and that's probably his best role. I mean, if you're...
There's one role that I've seen. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen this clip, and it's he's addicted to drugs.
Oh, yeah, it's the one I'm always talking about, the Basketball Diaries.
Oh, we should watch that.
Also, that was even before both of those. He was a really good actor when he was younger.
Yeah.
He's still a good actor, but I feel like Leo now, he's everything I see him in. I feel like he's just playing Leo. I don't know. He just seems like the same guy. But there's no doubt that his earlier work showed his range and just how good of an actor he really could be. So he's definitely got the chops.
Yeah. During a February 10th, 2008 interview on the BBC show Breakfast, Bette Midler stated that this was her favorite movie of all her films. Yeah.
Well, to me, it's her best movie.
The city of Salem, Massachusetts used the film as a theme
Or her best
for
performance.
the opening parade of their 2018 Haunted Happenings to coincide with the film's 25th anniversary. The local National Park Service office made a doll of Winifred dressed in one of their uniforms, while the Saltonstall School made a float based on Thackeray.
Oh, I wanted to add that so a couple lines that Winifred, that was her name, Bette Midler's character, Winifred. A couple lines that she had. One I liked a lot, and two of them are like, I was like, what? So the one I liked a lot was in the very beginning when they first steal the little girl's soul, and the one says, "We're young again," and then Bette Midler kind of looks at the camera and says, "Well, younger," because that was pretty funny, and because she didn't look that young, the other two looked much younger, and then this one I wrote it down, but yeah, when the kids are like racing off in the car at the end, and like the witches are on their brooms catching up to them, and like she pulls up to the car window and she says you're resisting arrest, and then she makes a joke, "Where's your driver's permit?" Yeah, I mean, this is a fish out of water story, so how's a witch from 300 years ago know anything about a driver's permit, or
even like a car, like resisting arrest.
So that was like, although there were kind of funny lines, like clearly she would not know those terms at all, so it just they weren't so funny that you suspend his, anyway, whatever. So I was just kind of like, really, like,
you're so nitpicky.
That's what critics do. Where are you at?
I just read this, so
okay.
Brother and sister.
Brother and sister Gary and Penny Marshall play husband and wife. He's the one dressed as Satan. Rhythm and Hughes, who created the CGI Thackeray Binks, went to great lengths to ensure that his facial features were those of an actual cat.
Yeah.
The studio found it too realistic, notably the fangs and teeth, and felt that he might be too scary and sinister. So to make him appear friendlier, Rhythm and Hughes made his fangs smaller and less pointed. Bette Midler used both Margaret Hamilton's character of the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz and Angelica Houston's character in The Grand High Witch from The Witches, 1990.
I definitely heard, like, Bette Midler, like, her tone.
Yeah.
1,000% Wicked Witch. 1,000%.
Have you ever seen The Witches?
Yeah, of course. I haven't seen the original, though. I have.
Yeah, it's good. I think I showed it to you.
I read the book when I was younger.
I think I showed you the movie, too.
Like,
the little boy turns into a mouse.
Of course.
Yeah.
My favorite author was Roald Dahl.
Oh, okay.
That was my favorite author of all time when I was younger. I read James and the Giant Peach. I read Charlie Talk Factory. I read The Witches. Every book of his I read.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, everyone loves a well-read person, so kudos.
Now I don't read that much.
I know, but it says you have so much to study.
Yeah,
you're like taking college level classes in 10th grade. I mean, no one can fault you for that. Trust me, when you're done with college, you'll start reading for fun again.
Yeah. On the Hocus Pocus 20th anniversary Halloween bash, Sarah Jessica Parker revealed that she actually ate a spider.
Cool.
Oh, I ate an ant before, a cricket.
Yeah, but she ate like a live spider.
Well, I ate a live ant.
Oh.
Yeah, because Mom dared me to, so I did it.
Okay. My wife dared her daughter to eat a live ant.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to back down. I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I did it.
Okay.
Yeah. But like when I was in Mexico, I had like a cricket. That was not that bad. It tasted like sausage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, if you don't mind eating crickets and other insects like that, it's actually a very good source of protein, and it's very good for the environment. So, there you go.
Hocus Pocus was filmed over the course of 5 months in Salem, Massachusetts, and numerous other locations. Filming started on October 12th, 1992, and finished on February 10th, 1993. So I wonder when this was released.
1993?
But, like...
July.
Why would they release this in July?
Because they wanted kids to go see it, so it was a summer.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, why wouldn't you release it in October?
You'd think, right? Because it's a Halloween movie, but no, they wanted like the kids to go see it, and they were out for the summer, so that's why.
Oh, that's the next fact. Okay.
So skip it.
Yeah. Contrary to popular rumor, the song Sarah Sanderson sings from the sky was not written by Edgar Allan Poe. nor does it carry the style or meters he would have used. It was written specifically for the film by Brock Walsh, and was composed by James Horner. This is the only music in the film that was not composed by John Debney. I love Edgar Allan Poe.
Get his bobbleheads right there on the floor.
On the floor?
The floor of the bottom shelf.
I see it.
Yeah.
I can't reach it.
Get off your stool again. Such a teenager. I can't reach. There we go. So it's appropriate because it's a Halloween episode. There's Edgar Allan Poe, and so yes, I'm a book.
I love Edgar Allan Poe,
and I love books, and of course, he's one of the great writers. I have him. And Twain,
I read most of his poetry,
Dickens,
not really his books, but still a fan.
Yeah, for sure. He's one of the great ones, and and I like to collect bobbleheads, obviously. Obviously. Your mom goes to college. I'm so bummed Napoleon Dynamite's in the 2000s.
I don't care. We're doing it.
We'll have to have a month where we just take a dip into the 2000s.
And that's when we'll do Revenge of the Sith and stuff like that.
Anchorman.
Yeah.
And Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. I'll have to get some of those in there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I just read right here.
Okay. The cemetery set was filmed at the largest soundstage at the Walt Disney Studios. Real birch and elm trees from the East Coast were uprooted and moved to the set. Okay. So Disney bought the script in 1984, then sat on the project for 8 years.
Gosh.
Yeah, well, it's because probably it's a bad script. So the original title was Disney's Halloween House and was supposed to be much darker and scarier. Rumors that Disney considered turning it into a made-for-TV movie at one point have spread over the internet, but have not been confirmed by the cast and crew. It's totally a made-for-TV movie. It's a made-for-TV movie with 3 big Hollywood heavyweights in the lead roles. And that's why it's a C+ and not an A. As if they just got a better script, some better actors outside of the 3 main leads, this movie would have been actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
To the length of the film and the variety of tricks Binks performs, several cats were used on the Hocus Pocus set. Humane Hollywood reported that the crew chose which cat to feature in each scene based on the animal's skills and personality. Still, the animal's stunts required training and creativity. According to Humane Hollywood, when the children first met Binks at the witch's house, Binks surprises Max by jumping on him and Max falls down. To achieve this scene, one trainer released the cat, while a second trainer called the cat by way of a buzzer hidden in the actor's clothing. For some scenes, animatronics were used in place of a real cat. Boy, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I cut this one out? That was a lot. That was a lot for a little. Sorry. Okay.
Did you cut any of them out?
I did, but your mother was rushing me to leave, so I didn't get to go through everything.
The inspiration for Hocus Pocus came from the bedtime story producer and co-writer David Kirshner would tell his kids. Halloween is a huge deal in our home, and it has been since our daughters were little. Kirshner told Yahoo in 2015, "It speaks to me in a way that becomes so emotional for me and always has." He went on to pitch the plot of the spooky story to Walt Disney Studios in 1984. Bette Midler was 48 when this was filmed, and 76 in the new sequel. She was 76.
Yeah.
Wow. She didn't even look that old.
Well, makeup.
Yeah. But she looked old, but not 76.
I have no doubt she's probably had some work done. She's a Hollywood actress, and that's just kind of par for the course, I'm not putting her down for it. That's just, they all do it. So
They all do it.
They do.
Okay. It's kind of boring.
So skip it.
I am.
Okay.
Kathy Najimy played her character as if she were a hound dog on the hunt for her prey.
She was good in that. I love her sniffing out the kids all the time and the faces she'd make with the droopy mouth. Yeah. She was really good. So she was like my runner-up MVP for sure. I think you want to just cut it?
Yeah.
Just make it a short episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think some of our fans who have complained about us running too long.
Our fans, our family and friends.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we don't have fans. We have family and friends that indulge us.
Yeah.
That's about it. And thank you, family and friends,
We
for
love
indulging
you
us.
for your support.
We do indeed. We love you dearly. How about announcing next week's movie on Halloween? It's gonna drop.
On Halloween? What do you
Isn't
mean?
it? Isn't the last Friday right on Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you want me to say?
Um,
Drop.
the movie.
Oh!
We're gonna drop.
Scream!
Scream. Very nice. And I'd mentioned this before. I never would have showed this movie because I was like, I can't show my 15-year-old Scream. And then like I found out that like one of her and her friends, or multiple friends, like they all, like one of their pastimes is watching slasher movies, and they'd already seen Scream. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was gonna wait for the Scream podcast, but I'll tell this story really quick. So, you know, I've talked about how we change, right? So much. So yeah, I'm like, you know, I'm going to be 52 in a couple months. And like, I'm like, oh, I can't let my 15-year-old daughter watch Scream. That's terrible. The first time I saw Scream was in theaters. I was like 20 something years old. And my Aunt Vicky, God rest her soul, had asked me to take her son Eddie to see it. Now, he was kind of spoiled, and like she wasn't going to go see it, but he was 13. He wanted to see Scream. I didn't even have a big desire to see it. I was like, all right, like, you know, sure, I'll take him to see Scream. No problem.
Yeah.
So the opening scene happens.
It's pretty scary. It's like it's probably one of the worst parts of the movie.
It is, but it's good and it grabs you.
Yeah.
And it's like, as soon as I really had no great desire to see it, but as soon as I watched that opening scene, in my head I'm going, a word for a treat. That was cool. This is going to be good. And that's what I'm thinking in my head when Eddie turns to me and goes, Uncle Matt. No, not Uncle Matt. I wasn't his uncle. I was his cousin. But he just goes to me. He goes, Matt? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I don't think I should be watching this movie. To which I said, well, you wanted to come see it, so you're going to see it. Suck it up. Or something to that nature.
You're so mean.
I know. I was like in my mid-20s. And I was like, or even early 20s. I was like 23,
I've
24.
Really changed. It's like 3 years ago, I wouldn't watch anything scary.
Yeah.
And then I watched, what's it called? The one where the guy goes crazy in the house with his kid and the twins and the blood.
Oh, The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I watched Terrifier,
really
and then I watched Scream, and then I watched a bunch of other slasher films. And
yeah, I mean,
I was like, these are fun.
I will say Scream and The Shining definitely have some redeeming qualities to them. They're scary, and there's especially, I mean, Shining's a Kubrick movie. I mean, there's so much to it. It's one of the greatest, films.
It's really scary.
Yeah,
like
one of the greatest thrillers
psychologically.
out there. Yeah, and Scream was like a really good throwback and had a lot of great things going for it. And I'm happy to do it next week. Those other movies that you mentioned, the what do you call it, the Killer Clown? I would never want to watch those. It's just, I feel like it's just gore for gore. It's like gore for gore's sake, and it's like there's no redeeming quality.
I kind of like that. I think it's kind of cool. Like
Terrifier, that's it. Yeah.
Terrifier.
Listen, whatever. I guess.
Everybody likes what they like. You know, I don't really like ghosts, or I don't like ghosts or stuff like that, or like possessed. Like I won't watch Smile. Yeah, but slasher films, those are my things.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that is the end of today's podcast. This has been Rewind Gen X Podcast with Matt and Allie. I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie.
God bless.